Hello, my name is Angel Cernia, and I'm a District Language Acquisition Instruction Specialist. Welcome to our first Imagine Learning Language and Literacy Micro Powerburst session. In this spring semester, we will bring you 3 short videos lasting 5 to 10 minutes aimed at informing your practice while using the Language and Literacy program. Today's Micro Powerburst session will focus on usage, growth, and current progress. Let's get started.
Imagine Language and Literacy progress data provides powerful insight into how students are progressing through their personalized literacy, oral vocabulary, and grammar lessons. Through the reports, you may view detailed skills inventory data to identify opportunities for targeted review and intervention, and also see student achievements that may be shared with students and families. You can begin using the Progress by Lesson report as soon as first-time students have completed the placement test and returning students have completed Benchmark 1. And this report includes progress data for all school years, so you can track progress over time. We encourage teachers to look at progress weekly to ensure that students are progressing toward academic goals. From the Literacy Educator portal, you can access a high-level view of progress by lesson for your group of students. Here, you can filter data for student progress on literacy, oral vocabulary, and grammar lesson groups to see which lessons students have completed, tested out of, and which lessons they are still working on. By default, the Progress by Lesson report displays progress data for literacy curriculum. The report divides literacy, oral vocabulary, and grammar curriculum into lesson groups of 6 to 12 lessons and shows how your students are progressing through each lesson group. The gray arrow indicates lessons a student has skipped due to initial placement or ongoing assessment. If a student is still working on lessons in a specific group, the report displays the number of lessons completed compared to the total number of lessons in the group. You can click to view lesson details for any lesson group that your student has completed or is working on. Lesson details include the curriculum area, lesson, whether your student has skipped, passed, or completed it, if additional support for unfinished learning has been scheduled, how much time they spent on the lesson, and the date when they last attempted the lesson. Once looking at the lesson details, consider where students have succeeded and where they might need support. You can click the lesson group number to see the activities in the lesson, description of what each activity teaches, and an opportunity to play through each activity. Which student's progress needs further review? If you notice a discrepancy between student progress and expectations, you may need to provide additional support. From the Action Areas tool to a large selection of teacher resources, Imagine Language and Literacy provides a number of ways to help you implement interventions. Let's learn more about a student's progress, such as Sarah's, by clicking her name. Here, I can see a summary of Sarah's progress by lesson for each of the 3 curriculum areas. If I click a lesson group, I see details for Sarah's progress on each lesson in that group. For example, I can see here that Sarah passed 1 lesson out of 4 for book level I under first grade literacy. She spent over an hour on each lesson. She currently has 4 lessons scheduled for in-product intervention, and this could mean that she needs additional support. At this point, it's probably a good idea to visit the Action Areas tool to provide Sarah with more practice and review. As I scroll down, I can see detailed lesson information for all school years that Sarah has used Imagine Language and Literacy. This gives an accurate summary of overall progress through the program and can provide insight into areas where students might need additional support. It's recommended to view this report periodically so you can identify the curriculum area or grade level in which students are currently working in the program. Monitor the lesson completion progress of student groups as they work in their individualized program, specifically the progress of students working in below grade level lesson suites. Review the set of instructional activities in the skill lesson in which a student is currently working. Identify students who have been shoring up unfinished learning. Identify students with less than expected cumulative progress. And use the Action Areas tool or teacher resources to support student learning. Now that we have a sense of Sarah's overall progress, we can explore the skills inventory to further identify opportunities for targeted review and intervention. You will only find this report when viewing progress for an individual student. You can filter the data by date range and by individual curriculum areas. The data will update and we can focus on incorrect and correct answers and see a detailed view as well. The skills inventory report shows which skills your student has encountered, the date that they encountered the skill, and how they scored when assessed on the skill. It also includes detailed information about which skills your student answered correctly or incorrectly. The filtering capabilities in the skills inventory allows for a close analysis into student progress, enabling educators to make data-driven decisions. Educators can use the data here to inform intervention, but also to inform plans for independent practice. What do you see in the skills inventory that you can celebrate? Which skills show unfinished learning? Here are some ways you can use the skills inventory report. Filter first by correct results to see the student's strengths, then filter by incorrect to look for opportunities to target instruction. Use this report as a guide when pulling Imagine Learning teacher resources. Teacher resources include supplemental classroom activities, worksheets, reading text, graphic organizers, and other materials that can be used when enriching and intervening to support your students. Use for skill-based reporting for progress reports or to send home. Print a detailed skills inventory for student data meetings. The Imagine Learning Progress Report also connects to the Achievements Report, helping you easily spotlight and identify the accomplishments students have had when working in the program. The Achievement Report displays the number of activities completed, number of books read, number of vocabulary words learned, number of sight words learned, and number of letters learned. You can filter achievements data by date range. By default, the Achievements Report displays year-to-date data. On the student level, the Achievements Report shows similar categories of data seen on the group level with specific vocabulary, sight words, and letters listed where applicable. As you identify class and individual successes, you can print certificates to award students right from the page by clicking here. Your Student Progress Report provides key data to help you monitor progress by lesson, skills that need further intervention, and student achievement. You can use the Progress by Lesson report in data meetings, student conferences, or parent communications. Recognize and share what students accomplish in Imagine Language and Literacy. Reinforce, extend, and apply new skills using the offline resources available in Teacher Resources. Visit the Action Areas tool. The Action Areas tool provides more information into student progress and performance and can help you to know which students need intervention. Imagine Language and Literacy's progress data provides powerful insight into how students are progressing through their personalized literacy, oral vocabulary, and grammar lessons. This report allows you to view detailed skills inventory data to identify opportunities for targeted review and intervention, and also see and share students' achievements. To find more information on Imagine Language and Literacy reports, visit the Imagine Learning Help Center. For more professional learning resources, visit Imagine Learning University.
I hope you found this information helpful. This video can be found at Imagine Learning University along with several other videos that you might find valuable. In the next few weeks, a language acquisition instructional specialist will be reaching out to assist you in answering questions you may have about the program. We look forward to seeing you next time with another Imagine Language and Literacy Micro Powerburst session with information on how to create playlists for your students within the Imagine Language and Literacy program. Thank you so much. Have a great day.